Hey guys, what's going on? Robin here with Aries Fire Tarot. Guys, welcome to the channel. So I'm doing your daily tarot card reading for Friday, March 5th. And I'm going to be using the Gilded Tarot. In case you guys haven't tuned in at all this week, yeah, I changed things up and then I changed them back. But anyway, I'm not going to be using spreads to do the daily readings anymore. I just wasn't getting enough information from them for you guys. So I was guided to do that a few days ago before I did the Monday read, you know, to stop using the spread. So that's what I'm doing. But anyway, that's my way of explanation. And I hope you guys are doing great. And I just want to start doing this reading for you right away. For Friday. Okay. So the Three of Swords. This is something that is going to be resurfacing for you guys, or somebody is going to come in and kind of inflict a wound. Okay, so we saw a little bit on Wednesday where somebody wasn't treating you very well, and you might be having a really hard time deciding to try to let that person go because you might be feeling a little bit lonely, or might not be able to attract another friend or partner like that. So there is definitely something going on here, some residual anguish. You know, this is going to be something that has been in you for quite some time. And you know what? When you've been brought up by people that didn't really respect you, you tend to take a lot more from the people around you because you've sort of been brain trained to accept less than what you are worthy of. But you guys can really expect probably, let's say, a tragic memory, you know, like a resurfacing of something that you thought you had dealt with and thought, well, I'm going to pack this away into a corner and never want to see it again. So you can probably experience a wave of like revulsion or something, or you could be like having an ugly cry today. So you can really expect something to come up that wasn't a very pleasant memory for you. Painful. Three of Swords. I mean, you've got a heart in the card with a bunch of swords, well, three through it. So I mean, that doesn't feel very good, but it's coming in for you guys. There's no hiding from it. So you may as well, sometimes it's just, you got to ride the wave, whether it's a glamorous one or not. You know, maybe you've been backing away. We've got the Nine of Wands, and not dealing with this and not having that cry, or not feeling vulnerable, or beating yourself up instead of reminding yourself that you had a human experience. And, you know, it just happened. You know, this is probably going to be something that somebody did to you, or that you participated in, you know, and you don't feel very good about it right now. There's that phrase, the past is the past, for a reason. So the Nine of Wands is really taking a break and learning from everything that came before it. You know, all those experiences. So if you hadn't have been through, insert your, you know, horrifying incident here, if you hadn't have been through that, you wouldn't be who you are today. So there is a new way of, you know, breathing in a different sort of, you know, if you had horrible parents, or, you know, something really tragic happened to you. And the more I know people, the more that I understand that everybody has a sad story. I've been through quite a bit myself, you guys. And sometimes I feel really resentful of it. So this is what I'm seeing, where you could have those resentful thoughts towards your past, especially if you were a child, or you were just an innocent bystander and you didn't have any choice. But you wouldn't be where you are right now, and you wouldn't be headed towards where you're going if it wasn't for all of that. But what I'm seeing in these cards so far is that there's a bit of a denial to allow yourself to express that depth of emotion the way it needs to go, and you're holding it in instead, or you're holding somebody else, and I'm getting the word culpable or responsible. For some of you, I'm seeing that actually annoying. Somebody you could have like testified against somebody and they got away with it. You know, so this is very painful for you too, because you have the fear of somebody being released instead of being put in jail or prison, and now you have the added pressure of that. So you might be considering a move to get away from that. I see where some of you could even be contemplating changing your name. This is really interesting that I pulled this card, because what I was seeing here is sort of the resurfacing of a very ancient pain here, and learning to interpret the messages that you're getting from that in a different way, because this is part of your soul journey. It's not going to be comfortable. Earth is not a fun planet to be an inhabitant of. And what I was saying before, this is part of where you are. Like, it's put you where you are right now and put you in line for where you're going to be in your future. And then the Ten of Pentacles literally jumps out of the tarot card deck, and this is the jackpot card. Did I say that right? The jackpot card. So there's definitely something in your future that you wouldn't be able to, Ten of Pentacles, you wouldn't be able to access it unless your energy had been altered by this situation in the past. And what I was seeing for some of you is you might be very compelled to move right now. Maybe you don't like the energy of the city that you're living in, you know, or you just want to get away from somebody. Again, I am seeing somebody that testified. And, you know, I find that the judicial system is so lenient on people that commit crimes. It's just ridiculous. So anyway, you could be contemplating a move or changing your name. Whatever it is that you're going to do to sort of align yourself with acceptance of what happened in the past that was incredibly painful. With the Three of Swords, it's going to put you in a place where the jackpot can find you, you know. Wow. I'm going to write that down. Hold on for a second. All right. So very, very interesting. Very interesting cards here for you today. Big changes coming in. You know, you guys have really, you had to go through these sort of lower level energies and trauma, unfortunately. Again, it was part of your soul contract. It was part of what was written in into your earth walk before you came down here. And unfortunately, it is circumstances like this. And this could be things like maybe you just didn't have enough food to eat, or you had to live with somebody who you hated, you know, or to have a roommate, to have enough money to pay the bills. You know, so you're looking at things with a darkness, and once you start releasing that and saying, okay, well, it doesn't matter anymore because this is where I am right now, this is where I am, you know, on my journey, and this is what the Nine of Wands is asking you to do. Okay, so take whatever you have to hold on to light the way, and leave everything else behind you. Like, your past is behind you. It's not here anymore, you know? So you really need to start altering the way you look at that. And you've got the Wheel, okay? And the Ten of Pentacles. So when you start to understand that you just wouldn't be the being you are now without any of this trauma in the past, you would not be able to access the next level of your life or unlock the treasures that we're seeing here with the Ten of Pentacles. You might be able to release things a little bit more. And what I'm getting here too is it might really benefit you to forgive people that wronged you in the past, because that was part of their earth walk. It was part of their soul contract. And if you're really, you know, you might want to check out Dolores Cannon, she talks about soul contracts and how the reincarnation process works, and it's very fascinating. It might help you release any sort of tension, hatred, anguish about the past, so you can get into where you can align with jackpot and move to the next level of your karmic journey. Interesting cards. Peace, guys.